I couldn't be more comfortable in taping this video on behalf of for our grandchildren. I have 4 grandchildren myself, and Michelle and I think of their future constantly. And I must say, in the face of global warming and climate change, I think of it on occasion apocalyptically. It's now so clear as a result of the new Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which emerged so recently, that the evidence of global warming is frankly terrifying. And the rising sea levels and the melting of the Arctic caps and the inundation of the coastal regions, and indeed the shifting agricultural patterns, even the shifting in global health. There are mosquitoes who have induced malaria. They're moving north now in Africa to countries which never had malaria before. The extraordinary consequences of the turbulent and violent climatic shifts in conjunction with the hazards to human health are frankly overwhelming. And you can't help but think of it in terms of what is going to be experienced down the road and experienced by our grandkids. You know, everything we're doing now, all of the consciousness raising, all of the work that is done for our grandchildren, by our grandchildren on their behalf, by your organization on their behalf, all of that is of significance in raising awareness and raising consciousness. But the truth is that if we don't get governments to reduce carbon discharge with a dramatic reduction on the reliance on fossil fuels and an equally dramatic move to alternative energy supplies, then something terrible is going to happen to this planet. And that's why the work you're doing and the consciousness you're raising and for our grandchildren is so much to be admired. A long time ago, in 1988, I actually chaired what was then called the first ever major conference on climate change. And we produced a declaration, the first sentence of which read, I'm paraphrasing, that what is being done is an unintended experiment which could result in consequences akin to a nuclear war. At the time, that was considered hyperbolic. But now we understand its import. And I must say that in the intervening 25 years, I think I've got the mathematics right, there has been virtually no change whatsoever. It's appalling. And every energy must be applied on an urgent basis to turning climate change around for our grandchildren.